In December of 2022, the state of Tennessee passed a law allowing the monetization of name, image, and likeness at the high school level. It was just a year and a half after the state approved NIL at the college level. 10 Sports reporter Frank DeLuca spoke with two athletes who landed NIL deals and a business that partners with high school athletes that says even though it's been less than 2 years, it hasn't quite taken off.
Lakeway Christian grad Haji Jackson was the first ever Tennessee high school athlete to receive an NIL deal. He partnered with Lakeway Auto on the same day the law passed, and he couldn't believe it.
You know, you're high school kids, that's what everybody says. You're younger, you don't deserve it. So as a high schooler getting that money, it's like, wow, I feel like a pro almost,
Local businesses like D1 Training in Knoxville were just as surprised to hear about the NIL landscape opening up to high schoolers.
It was one of those things where I had to kind of look twice, like when somebody told me, like, are you sure that's what just passed?
Bearden grad Brooks Wright partnered with D1 Training his senior year. The Tennessee baseball commit saw the partnership as a great way to get more serious about weight training, but his parents had their reservations.
My dad was kind of like, let's talk to them first before we do anything. He was kind of like, let's make sure this, we're not getting scammed or anything.
These deals give student athletes an opportunity to make money while balancing a busy schedule.
A lot of people get down on themselves because of it. So having the financial relief is like, wow, I don't have to worry about getting a summer job.
These kids are full-time athletes. They're giving their all in the classroom, and afterward they're, hitting the field. They don't have time to get a job.
Despite Jackson getting a deal on day one, NIL has not really blown up for Tennessee high schoolers. The rules in place ban the actual high schools from getting involved.
Unless you're just like super famous or like a social media star, that's what you think of. You think of the school, not them.
And it hinders businesses from finding the perfect fits for their partnerships.
So many of the coaches, they know the better athletes. So if that was something that they allowed the schools to work with them on, it absolutely would help some of those kids. And in turn, it would help businesses because they would make sure they get in front of the right kids.
In the short time since enrolling at UT, Wright has already seen how big the gap is between high school and college athletics. The gap in NIL opportunities is just as big.
It's a huge step. So it would take a pretty good bit for high school to even catch up to that.
The advice from a business: if you can't fall back on your school for name recognition, find a way to make yourself and your own presence marketable.
Don't just come and ask like, hey, can I get an NIL deal? Come with it and say, here is what I'm looking for, and here's a way I really can help you get an ROI on this deal. And if you do that, like a lot of businesses are going to see the value in it, and that's going to increase their profitability.
And that was Frank DeLuca reporting. You can read more about the businesses and what they value most in an athlete, and also the incentives included in an NIL deal. That's right now at WBIR.com.